Welcome to the fourth lecture on probability and statistics. We have been studying about the data, the types of variables in our previous lectures. And in this lecture, we'll learn how to use the Minitab software. It's a software, Minitab software to plot different types of plots. In our last lecture, we studied bar and pie chart. And in this lecture, we will study how to use this small Minitab software. It's a very useful statistical software to plot different types of charts. Right. So in our last lecture, we studied a data table in which we had three categorical or qualitative variables: gender, year, and major, versus each experimental unit. There were five experimental units. Here, there are five experimental units, and we have three variables, and all three variables are qualitative or categorical variables. So we will take this example in Minitab, and we'll see how can we use this software Minitab to plot bar chart and pie chart for each of these three variables. So let's move on to the Minitab software. Right. So here we are. We are in Minitab now, and we have this data table: student, gender, year, and major. So this is like an MS Excel worksheet. So in this worksheet, we have put all this data that we studied in our last lecture. Now we are going to plot bar chart and pie chart for each of these three variables one by one. So let's take this gender variable first and plot its bar chart, and pie chart. So for that, we have to go to this graph menu. We'll click on bar chart. Since we are supposed to draw a simple bar chart, so we'll select simple, which is already selected. We'll press OK, and then we have these three variables in front of us. If we click in this categorical variables box, there are three variables that are shown here: gender, year, and major. So we'll select gender first, and we'll press the select button. So it is now selected. We'll press OK. And now we have this gender variable plotted as a bar graph. We have, out of these five instances, we have three of them as female and two male. So this bar that belongs to the female has a length equal to 3, and this bar has a length equal to 2. That's obvious. So we can do it like this, and we can draw a pie chart for this same variable too. How? We'll go to graph once again. We'll click on pie chart this time, and we'll click here in this categorical variables box, and then we'll select gender from here. We'll press select and OK. Right, so now we have this pie chart in front of us. 40% are males, 60% are females. It's obvious. 3 out of 5 means 60%. 2 out of 5 means 40%. This is the same we studied in our last lecture. So this is how we draw a pie chart. So 60% of this pie chart area is occupied by the female section and 40% is occupied by the male portion. Right. So let's move on to the next variable, that is year. Since we have only 3 years here, so 1, 2, 2, 1, 3. So we will select bar chart first. Since we want to draw a simple pie chart, we'll delete this variable here and we'll select year from here. We'll press the select button and then OK. Right. So we have now 1, 2, and 3. Since the variables are 1, 2 of them are 1, so 22. 2 of them are 2, so we have a bar whose height is equal to 2, and there is only one instance of 3, so therefore we have a bar whose height is equal to 1, that belongs to 3. So this is the same we studied in our last lecture, and now we will draw a pie chart for this. We'll click in this box, we'll select year, press OK, and now we have this pie chart. 20% of the data belongs to the students of year 3, 40% are from year 1, and 40% are from year 2. So this is the pie chart. We can draw it manually too. For that, you are referred to my last lecture, but we can draw the same pie chart with the help of this Minitab software. Right. So now in the end, we'll select bar chart and pie chart for our final variable, that is major. That is major. Select OK. So this gives us a bar chart. There is only one student from business, 2 students from English, 1 student from maths, and 1 student from psychology in this data where we have 5 experimental units. Right, and then finally we'll draw pie chart for this final variable, and that is major. Select that, press OK. Here we are. So we have business students, that is 20% of the data we have collected. Psychology students are also 20%, maths 20%, whereas English is 40% because there were 2 students collected. There were 2 students in the table that had major English. So this is how we can draw bar chart and pie chart for different variables in a given data with the help of Minitab software. Right, that's all for this lecture. In our upcoming lectures, we'll keep on studying more about charts and graphs. Thank you.